How's it going, guys? It's Marcus. Spoiler warning per usual, since content from the manga will be used for the purpose of this video. Today I'm going to be talking about the Hardening Quirk, which is the quirk that belongs to Ejiro Kirishima of Class 1A. This video is going to be on the shorter side because this quirk isn't all that complex when it comes to usage, at least compared to some of the other quirks that have been shown in the series so far. As like most characters in My Hero Academia, Kirishima's name reflects the kind of quirk that he has. When reading the name Ejiro, it contains the kanji for the word cut and the word sharp, which describes the shape of Kirishima's body parts when he turns his body hard, as well as the style of hair that he sports, since his hair in middle school used to be a lot flatter, but now it's all pointed. When Kirishima's body turns hard, it arguably becomes harder than steel, or at least as hard as steel, since he and Tetsu are practically evenly matched in combat. Bet those are best friends forever right there. I love the relationships between those two. The areas that Kirishima hardens on his body become very jagged, pointed, and sharp. If he wants to, he can use his body to cut people, which he hasn't really done, but you get the gist of it. This quirk gives Kirishima more durability as well as the ability to hit harder. However, it does seem to favor a bit more on the defensive capability side, as he's able to negate damage from not just contact-based physical attacks, but things like heat waves and shock waves too, as evident when he took multiple explosions from Bakugo in the sports festival, but I'll get into that more later. As for increased offense, when Kirishima hardens his arms or just his fists, he's able to punch through concrete without injuring himself. Examples of this form of use is when he and Sato fought Mr. Cementos in their final exams. Sadly, they ended up failing due to the side effects of their quirks. You know, there is a limit to how much damage Kirishima can take while he's in hardened mode. As I just mentioned earlier, he fought Bakugo in the sports festival, and Bakugo beat him because Kirishima wasn't able to defend himself from Bakugo's constant barrage of explosions. The more hard hits he takes, the less hard his skin becomes. In time, he becomes normal again and needs to recharge if he wants to start using hardening again. So people with quirks that have long range that can also dish out hard blows using their long range can really be a threat to Kirishima, since he relies super heavily on close combat fighting to be effective against an opponent. For instance, characters like Bakugo, of course, Tokoyami, and Crazy Moonfish from the training camp arc would be very bad matchups for Kirishima. Tokoyami can just let Dark Shadow do the work for him, and he just sits in the back line, doesn't have to worry about anything. And Moonfish's quirk, his range with the teeth is just ridiculous. Like, the length his teeth can go are longer than the height of the trees in the forest. Kirishima would never be able to get close enough. It would be a different story if Kirishima could also make other objects hard to use to his advantage, but that quirk already exists. It belongs to that one blue guy who's friends with Shindo in licensing. I can't even remember what his name is because he's not really relevant, but yeah. If that guy didn't already exist, then I would have loved to see Kirishima eventually develop a technique like that. It'd kind of be like how Devil Fruit users can have their awakening mode in One Piece. Now, even though I said there is a limit to the amount of damage Kirishima can take while hardened, his new form called Red Riot Unbreakable kind of gets around this problem. Kirishima first acquired this form when he fought a random criminal while on patrol with Sun Eater and Fat Gum. Kirishima becomes a lot sharper and more monstrous looking in this form, and his entire body becomes even harder than his usual hardening. Even his hair and teeth become hard. While in this form, Kirishima becomes borderline indestructible for about 1 minute. So this form somewhat serves as a solution to his quirk getting weaker after multiple hits. In this form, that weakness becomes irrelevant, at least for the approximate 1 minute duration. I'm sure as he undergoes more training, he'll be able to get the duration up to maybe 5 minutes or more. I'd love to see more of that form. It looks really cool. But I think that's going to be it for this video, though. Thank you guys so much for watching. Please be sure to leave a like down below if you enjoyed, and if you're new to the channel, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time. Peace out, take care, bye-bye.